Welcome to our first edition of comic book news and reviews. Okay, so that's just a working title for the moment. Right now, we need your help to come up with a more creative name for the show. And you can do that by leaving a comment down below or by tweeting me at Wisdom360. We also have reviews for Justice League, Green Lantern, Uncanny Avengers, and FF. So stick around and we'll get right to it. Here's what we have in the newsroom at the moment. The iconic Batmobile from the 1960s Batman was sold for a reportedly $4.62 million to an Arizona businessman, Rick Champagne. When he was asked where he would keep the car in his garage, he said, "I think I'm going to keep it in my living room." Marvel's been rolling out some absolutely stunning Age of Ultron teasers for us. So far they have Black Widow, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, and Iron Man. Each one says submit or perish. If you guys haven't seen these already, we're going to have the link down below. Check them out. They're absolutely gorgeous looking. Rumors have been popping up around the internet. In the Man of Steel movie, Jimmy Olsen may actually be Jenny Olsen. If you go over to IMDb, Rebecca Buller is supposed to be playing a character named Jenny Olsen. There is no Jimmy Olsen in the crew list. So what does that mean? Is Jimmy a girl now? That's all we have for the news this week. Here's some reviews. Okay, so for our reviews today, I want to take a look at Justice League number 16. Now, I want to start off by saying how fantastic the art is in this book. It is absolutely stunning and so gorgeous to look at. Like every single page you open up and every background is filled up with something. It's so detailed and the splash pages are just absolutely gorgeous to look at. And I cannot tell you how much I absolutely loved the art in this book. It was so gorgeous to read, and I was just drawn into the story. I am really feeling bad as I'm reading Justice League for Cyborg. He's been kind of just stuck up in the satellite, and he's been up there this whole entire time. And whenever something goes wrong, he calls everybody in and they come running. Now, I really feel bad for him because he really hasn't played much of a role other than the Justice League. He doesn't have an ongoing book. He doesn't have anything else going on, so we hardly get to know him as a character. And in this book, we really get to see him come out of his shell a little bit and, do something. So that was also really good to see. The thing I didn't like to see was the fact that they're still fighting with each other. Aquaman is here, trying to stop Orm from coming in and absolutely wiping everything out. And really, do you want to be messing with a guy that can sink cities, who can just absolutely flood coastlines? I don't think so. I don't think that's a guy you want to be really messing with at the moment. Now, if it comes to that, then yes, I understand. But it really hasn't seemed like to me that it should be at that point yet. And it seems like the fighting is being forced in this book. But those fight scenes are absolutely beautiful to look at. So, I mean, really, there's not much to complain about there. The backup in this issue with Shazam is also just wonderful. And it's just a great story. And I'm very excited. And you know what? I have to admit, I'm not a huge Shazam fan or Black Adam. But this is starting to make me more of a believer. So, if you really want to get a fantastic book that's just absolutely gorgeous to look at, Justice League number 16 is a very good pick. And I would give this one a 4 out of 5, which means you should pick it up without a doubt. Go get it. So next up, we have Green Lantern number 16. And I also really love, and I cannot tell you how much I absolutely love Green Lantern. This book, the art again is so beautiful and it's so good to look at. The greens really just come popping off the character, and it just really starts to glow, and it really just gives you a really good feel on the story as a whole. The story inside also really good to read. I had a lot of fun reading, and I'm having a lot of fun reading Green Lantern, and I cannot tell you how much I love this new Simon Baz character. The one thing I do dislike about this book is that the fact that Hal and Sinestro are kind of on the back burner. They've been out for a few issues, and it seems like they're not really doing anything. Like there's something's going on, but we're not really getting to see what's going on in the background. And I kind of feel that we should learn a little bit more of what's happening with those two. But at the same token, Simon Baz is way too good of a character to be, skipping over and not really developing. The other thing I don't like about this book is the fact that it's called Rise of the Third Army. Now, other than the fact that it's written on the top and there's a picture of the Third Army kind of on the cover here, this is the only time you will see the Third Army in this book. Now, don't get me wrong, I really don't care to read about that Third Army right now because I'm so concerned about seeing Simon Baz develop as a character. And like I said, it is a fantastic book. I'm giving this one a 5 out of 5. Very good read. And if you're not reading Green Lantern, you should be. And go out and get a copy. So next up, we have Uncanny Avengers number 3. Now, I'm just going to go right into my biggest gripes on this book, and then I'll talk about all the good stuff that I really did actually enjoy about this comic. The first off is the fact that the book only comes out every 6 or 8 weeks, and it's kind of getting annoying because I really want to start getting into this book. My other issue is that the art that's inside of this feels like it's rushed. There are so many times where there's a background is completely void of any detail at all. Not to say that all the art in here is bad. There's a few moments in here where it just really wrecks it with the art. Now, Rick Remender is creating a very detailed, very awesome story. I'm a little bit confused on how, Red Skull can gain the power of telepathy from Xavier's dead body, and by raising it up and dissecting him enough to get his power out of it. I'm not sure, is that how it works? I have never read that before or seen that before. It seems a little strange, but I mean, it is Red Skull, and he is capable of doing some weird things, and maybe it's true, and maybe that's how it works, who knows. But if he's doing that, and he's killing a lot of mutants in here, is he going to start stealing all their powers? If so, man alive, the guy will be unstoppable. So, I mean, really, it is a really good book. My other big issue on this one, and I really want to just clear the air, is why is it narrated throughout the whole book? It is a comic book. Let the art tell the story. Let the art move things along. It drives me nuts when people narrate comics. Don't do it. I'm sorry, Rick, you're better than this, all right? It was a huge gripe for me reading that and then seeing, Captain America got punched in the face so hard. And I'm like, care. I can see that he's getting punched in the face. Don't tell me that. So that was my biggest issue. And so because of the narration and because of the really wonky art in a few spots, I'm really just going to give this one a 3 out of 5. Still a good book, still a good story, just a few minor missteps, and I'm still hoping that, you know, Rick can pull this out of the bag, because I mean, this is a good comic and I'm really excited to see where it's going and where it's leading to. So that was Uncanny Avengers number 3. Alright, so finally we have another book from Marvel, and that is FF. Now, this book, I cannot express how much I love this book. I mean, right down from the beautiful art inside of this to the annihilating Conqueror Doom character that they've just made up in here, to who the hell this guy is, to the Desert Bomb and the Yancey Street Gang. I mean, the story that is contained in this book is absolutely fantastic, and it is so much of a joy to read. If you really want a nice, light, fun book to get right into with some characters that are maybe not really familiar to you, this is a fantastic book to pick up and to read. And, you know, the one thing I can really honestly say is that the art in here really drives this story as well. I mean, there's a chase scene inside of here that is absolutely fantastic. The whole way through this book, I'm laughing because it is such a good, funny book. So if you really want a nice, light book that is really fun to read and exactly what a comic should be, this is the book. All right, so this is going to be my pick of the week, FF. And if, once again, if you're not reading FF, go do yourself a favor, pick it up. It is well worth the $3 that it is. So that's FF. So thank you for watching the first edition of Comic Book News and Reviews. Remember to leave your comments down below, or you can find me at Wisdom360 on Twitter. And that is it. That is all. Thank you guys again once more for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.